What is up, you guys? Kat and Cody here, and today we are out here playing some disc golf. I have had a lot of questions about what exactly is disc golf, how do you play? So while we are out here throwing some discs around, even though it's been a little while and we're a little bit rusty, we thought we would share some tips and tricks and how you play the game. So let's jump right into us throwing around some frisbees.
So pretty much what disc golf is I'm throwing from this tee pad right here, and I'm gonna go throw into the basket that's actually to the right of that big oak tree down at the end of the hole. There's a blue basket you can't see from where we're at, but I'm trying to get into that basket in as least amount of throws as possible. I can't say I'm really doing that right now because we haven't really been playing, but I'm gonna give it my best. The first disc you normally want to throw on your hole to start with is going to be a driver. This is a driver. It's a very thin disc that goes a long way. Ideally in the woods you normally wouldn't really use a driver. You can use shorter discs that we will get into later, but this is what we're going to start off the hole with and try to get it to the basket.
Alright guys, today on this hole I am throwing a mid-range disc, which is meant to go not quite as far, but I have a little bit more control with this disc than a driver on this hole. There's a tree right smack dab in the middle where most likely I'm going to hit it. I just throw a shorter range disc with less power in hopes of getting around the dreaded tree right in the middle. See, it worked out. I didn't hit the tree. Now you want to make sure that your foot is behind your disc when you're throwing your next shot. Oh yeah, got it right where I want it.
So now that I'm about 50 feet away from the basket, I'm gonna pull out what's called a putter, and it's just what it sounds like. You putt this into the basket, and I'm trying to give you all a good example of how to putt it into the basket.
So just like I said, he stands his foot right behind his disc.
And actually right here, once you're out over 35 feet, I can do what's called a jump putt. So I can actually jump across where this is, but I have to release my disc before I cross over where I landed at.
He laid it up nicely though, even though he didn't make it. Being right there by the basket so it's a sure in for the next toss, that is a good strategy as well. Just like regular golf, you want to get it into the basket in as few throws as possible. And since I laid it up, all I have to do is just throw it in.
The technique that I normally use to throw my initial shot in the woods is what we call a forehand in disc golf. And that means I throw my disc like this. And the reason I do that is because I have more control over my accuracy and less worried about distance when I'm in the woods, because the holes typically are a little bit shorter in the woods than when you're in the open field playing. And I will show you all the other type of throw whenever Katherine comes up to throw her shot.
Nice. So while Cody just showed you the forehand throw, I do what is called a backhand throw. And a forehand, you throw like this, but a backhand, you are coming from behind your back, pulling through and releasing the disc. So I prefer to do the backhand just because I have yet to master the forehand. So I can get a lot of power out of this drive, although it can be easy for me to get too much power. This hole is very complicated. There's a lot of trees, which is why the forehand is so much better on this hole, because you can be a lot more accurate trying to get it through this narrow lane of trees as opposed to a backhand. I'm still rusty and I don't have that accuracy that I need to get through this narrow lane of trees. So let's do a backhand throw for y'all.
Nice, really nice.
I don't know how that worked out because I always hit that very first tree, but score.
Nice. wasn't our best round of disc golf, but we really haven't been playing lately. We haven't been doing much of anything lately that we normally would do. But we hope you all enjoyed the video. Hope you learned a little bit of something. You know, we can get more in depth one day. If y'all are interested, just comment below if that is something y'all like to learn more about. And we'll be back tomorrow with, it's going to be a surprise. But we have a good video in store for y'all tomorrow. I can't wait. It might involve some water. Just a little hint. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all again real soon.
Bye, guys.
Bye.